Welcome back. I'm struggling today. I'm having a hard time with campgrounds. I just don't. I'm just not comfortable in a campground setting, and that's a heck of a thing. I have an RV. Come on, Bella. I thought we found the perfect campground down around Montgomery, Alabama. And it was the Army Corps of Engineer facility. It was free for up to 14 days. It was, here, let me turn around here. It was kind of like this here. The campsites were all down along the water. We should probably go down here. It's more scenic. There were no hookups, but, and that's okay. I'm geared up for that. I don't need hookups. They're nice. They're certainly not a must, though. So it was similar to this. I hear thunder. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not. It was great. It was quiet. There was only a half a dozen or so spots. And come on, girl. and it was quiet the first night. And I was gonna make a video there, and I didn't. Oh, actually, I did make that update, that last video, that update about the Junction, Texas from there. But I was gonna make a video kind of about the place and some things. Uh-oh. God, let's see. There's squirrels. Did you see a squirrel out there? Did you see a squirrel out there? Go get it. Go get it. Get them bad squirrels. But the hang on, Bella. Quick. So Bella goes around the tree. I thought, okay, I'll just go around the tree too. So then she wants to go around the tree a second time. All right, we're free. Where was I? Oh, so the second night, then everything changed. The second night, all it takes is one person. All it takes is two people, actually. One person decided to run, they was gonna run their crazy loud generator all night. Sure, that's against the rules, but yeah, it's really not. There's really no personnel there to, anyway. It wasn't one of those nice quiet RV generators. Even, it was one of those loud construction, cheap, noisy construction generators. And it ran. I was up at 1:30 in the morning. That thing ran until 8:30 in the morning. That's pretty bad when you can get a better night's sleep in a Walmart parking lot than in the campground, right? And then there was a young family to where, you ever see families that sometimes you think the adults are the one that needs to take a nap? Bella, what do you see there? Why are you pulling so hard? Did you see something? Her hair stood up? I think she's looking at the raindrops hitting the water. She don't know what, she's like, get it, girl. What's that? I think she thinks that log is something, like an alligator. Oh, we better head to the RV. Here comes the rain. Anyway, come on, girl. Hey, this camera's waterproof, so it's not as big a deal. I'd be running with my old camera. Come on, girl. Let's get underneath this pavilion. So where are we at now? So now we're at Oak Mountain State Park. which is just south of Birmingham, Alabama. We just came to the day use area. It's $5 day use fee, which I don't get about state parks. Just to come to the state park in the daytime, $5. Maybe you just want to come to a state park and go for a walk or a hike, and walk your dog, or go fishing along the water, in the water. I just don't get the day use fees. I can see specialized areas like campgrounds, you know, if they have utilities, electric in particular, having a fee to cover the electric costs. But I don't get day use fees in state parks. State parks are taxpayer funded already, right? It's like double dipping. I don't know. I don't agree with it. So there is a campground here. It's not a state park campground, right? $36 and some odd cents. I'm like, that's no bargain. That's no cheaper than, I know, independently owned, you know, private campgrounds that are cheaper than that. Why is a state park so? Again, because it's taxpayer funded, you'd think a minimal cost to cover the electric would be good. No, it's just as much as any other dang campground. So I don't get the state park thing. And the whole environment, campground environment, a lot of them, you know, they're the kinds that have all the busy golf carts running around and all that commotion. You know, there's just all the RVs cramped into one little area like you're living in a little community. I'm out. I just want to be out in nature. I just want to be out snooping and... My style is more, go like this, go somewhere, find something to do in the daytime. I don't want to stay in a campground at night. Why do I want to have a bunch of neighbors? Anyway, plus the cost of it. So, how most people would think of RVing, you know, they think of campgrounds. It just doesn't do much for it. Doesn't do much for me. There are a few exceptions. There are. There are some that, anyway, I hope to find one of those. I'm hoping I can get the bounder to where this is at. I read some reviews. There's no hookups. It's like $10 a night. It's supposed to be super scenic and a lot of hiking. If it's what it sounds like it is, I'm hoping. But after reading some reviews, I don't know if I can get the bounder up there or not. So this could get interesting. Anyway, what's your style of RVing? Do you like campgrounds? Do you like the atmosphere? Do you enjoy the living in a little community atmosphere? That type of campground? Or do you lean more towards, yeah, there are some social aspects if you like that and you like some busyness and things going on around you. A lot of people enjoy that. I can sometimes to an extent. I am getting grumpy old man syndrome, ain't I? Alright, come on, Bella, let's slow down a little bit. Come on. Anyway, we are gonna get on the road here today. There's something else I wanted to do today too. Stop at a classic motorcycle museum I've already passed by it one time. Last time I was in this area, I talked myself out of it. And I don't know that I feel like doing it this time either. There are also some things ordinarily I would like doing, but sometimes I just get tired of doing things that are, how to say it? Sometimes I get tired of doing certain things alone. It'd be nice to have somebody along sometimes to do things with. And as much as I like motorcycles, I don't know. Let's get you unhooked, Bella. So yeah, why would I want to pay $36 and some change to stay in a little community of trailers all cramped in this little area, and neighbor there, neighbors all just... I'm not going to pay to... I'm more likely to pay to be... Let me pay that same amount and just stay right here. There's nobody around. I'd rather pay a fee so that I don't have to be around a bunch of neighbors. So, what do you think? We didn't do your makeup today. Huh? Poor girl. What do you think? Was we all getting wet in the rain? Hmm? You know, the doing things alone thing, and that's not... I can hear somebody, I'm thinking that somebody in mind, I can hear them saying, oh, David's getting lonely out there on the road. Not as much as I was living back at the house. Being at the house and the neighborhood all the time, and at least out here, I do meet more people and see them do more things, so it's actually better out here, but, you know, it's still there's still some days that come up and it's a little more of a struggle than others. It's kind of one of them days. I traveled once with a girl, a Mexican girl. She was a sweetheart. But we just went on a journey up in Pennsylvania for probably a good week. We had a lot of fun. We went to some, we did a lot of exploring. You know, she had similar interests. We went to some abandoned town, Centralia. I think there's a video back in the videos of it. To Noble's amusement park. It's an old classic park that has old, still has some old wooden roller coasters and some other of the older stuff. That it's more of an amusement park set back in time a little bit. That was a lot of fun. Roller coasters. I still love roller coasters. You know? And I'm feeling old today. Yesterday. I don't usually even think about it. I don't usually feel old. I like to ride my bike. I like to play with my dog. I like roller coasters. I don't usually give it a thought. But, you know, speaking of traveling with with somebody, a girl, you know, some cutie pie gave me a compliment the other day, and I was kind of flattered. And I said something back, and then she said something back, and some conversation started, and it was nice. And then I realized, oh, there's quite a difference in years, you know. She's in her mid-30s, You know how old I am? There's like a 20-year spread. I'm like, I don't know. It's like those kind of moments I realize I am getting old. Now, there's quite a spread in age difference, like my grandma and grandpa. There's some 12 or 14-year age difference in them. And my dad and stepmom, that a similar spread, somewhere 12, 14. I don't remember. So there's a history of that in my family. So both my dad and my dad's dad had younger women. But I don't know, 20 years, that's that might be a bit much, right? I don't know why I just shared all that. Anyway, me and my dog is gonna go down the road and find something to do. Hopefully we find this campground, and it's I'm hoping how I visualize it or imagine it from what I've read about it. So it's supposed to be super scenic. Hopefully there's no generator nuts up there, or no young families where the parents are the ones that need to maybe take a nap because they're getting grumpy. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Are we gonna go or something? We are gonna go. Maybe I'll just share that as a quick video. We'll be back soon. Hopefully from where I speak of. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you next time. You ready? You ready to go? He says, whenever you are, we can go now. We had some good hikes this morning. That was nice. Cost us $5, but I'll see it.